Hi everyone, it's John here again. I'm just going to explain about an old memory that I haven't even thought of for the past 25 years until I was going through YouTube and I saw a live version of Duran Duran Planet Earth. I haven't thought of this memory for about 25 or so years, and when I heard this song, it reminded me of going back to July 2000 when I was helping out with the audio work for a amateur theatre company called the Alabaster Theatre Company, and they were doing a theatre of Esther, the Queen of Persia, up in the Mill Park Convention Centre in McDonald's. I do believe it's McDonald's Road, I think, by memory. Unfortunately, I don't think the site is actually there anymore. Um, what actually triggered the memory, uh, going back to 1998, when we used to have uh, cathode ray television and only mono, and there was a simulcast on 91.5 Eon FM and a station on TV, I can't remember which station it was, of a simulcast of Duran Duran in, I believe it was Hammersmith in Oregon, USA. I actually spent the time actually taping this concert onto a compact cassette, and for a couple of years I was not able to find this tape, and just before I started helping out with this play in audio work, I actually found the tape in one of the junk drawers. And believe it or not, during the 2 weeks of the actual practice and the actual performances of Esther, the Queen of Persia, I was playing this tape over and over again. And it's quite amazing how you haven't thought of something for so long, and then all of a sudden, all the great memories actually started to come back. And it only took me about 5 or 6 minutes to remember everything. And it was even though it was very hard work, I had to be up at 5:30 in the morning every morning, Monday to Friday, to work at the National Australia Bank, come home, have something to eat, spruce myself up a little bit, and then head up to Mill Park to the convention centre for all the practice ones and the performances, and I would actually be getting back home at about 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. When I was actually doing this concert on a amateur level, it was really, really hard work because of the hours that I was actually keeping. I was only getting probably about 7 hours sleep every night. Of course, it eventually caught up with me. However, when it actually got to the actual performances, it was the best time of my life. Of all the people I met during this time, and it's just amazing how of a couple of names that I actually remembered. And during the performances, I was actually backstage handling all the radio mics. And of course, during the intermission, I only had 7 or 8 minutes to change 11 radio mics in 2 change rooms. As you can probably think, it was absolutely chaos and bedlam. I can remember one night, the lead actress had to be up on stage first. So she took the priority of getting everything marked up and so forth, getting her radio up so she can come out and do her little thing. And it was quite amazing how I was only delayed by about 30 seconds, and I had to go into the change room, help her up. I can remember walking out. She had a dress up around her hips, and I was putting the radio mic on, plugging everything in, turning it on as we were walking up. And we got to the last couple of steps. We were able to get the dress down, helped her out getting sorted out, and she was walked out as if nothing had actually happened. And it's actually quite amazing actually doing theatre work in backstage. Most people think that backstage is well organised and very flowy and very efficient. That's just not the case. I've done a couple of productions, but the production from Alabaster was probably the best one that I've ever done. Will probably never remember. I will probably never forget it again. Even though it was hard work, it was very, very enjoyable, and it was actually quite amazing on the post production party, which was the last session. Was probably, I think it was on a Saturday night, and one of the actors actually opened up their house for the actual party, even though I was just a little bit younger than 25 years ago. So I would have been about what 34, 35 at the time. Actually, even though I was really, really tired, I popped over there, probably got home about 2 o'clock in the morning, and it was just an amazing, pleasant night, just the catching up of all the actors and actresses and all the other backstage and audio people. I just wanted to share this as just a random event that this video came on of Duran Duran Planet Earth live version, and it just triggered something that I haven't even thought of in 20 or so years. I just wanted to share that, and hopefully that the Alabaster Theatre Company is probably still going somewhere, or hopefully that some of the old actors and actresses and staff come across this video. If you do, and if you do remember, please drop a line and drop a contact and see what happens. I hope this helps, and I hope to hear from you soon. And thank you for listening to my very first vlog.